Let's talk cardiogenic shock. What is it? Well, shock is the hypoperfusion to your organs, which means your organs are sad because they're not getting enough blood or oxygen to do what they normally want to do. Cardiogenic means that it's originating from the heart. It's kind of like the Vince Vaughn meme.
What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
And the reason why it's the heart's fault is that usually it's not having enough squeeze or not able to eject enough blood out into the rest of the body. And there can be a multitude of reasons. Some of these are going to be your MI, your acute on chronic decompensated heart failure, some valve issues, all that kind of stuff. Now you might be wondering, what are your typical symptoms? In your classic cardiogenic shock, you're going to be cold, you're going to be clammy or wet, volume overloaded, JVD, you're going to have pulmonary edema as the LV is trying to squeeze and get blood flow out. It's too weak to do that, so what happens? It just backs up into the lungs if you're having left-sided heart failure. In treatments, what do we do? In your classic cardiogenic shock, you're typically going to have a low MAP or mean arterial pressure or low blood pressure. So what do? We're going to give them some levophed to raise up that blood pressure to make them perfuse a little bit more. And remember, your heart is not able to squeeze as great as it used to for whatever reason. And because of that, usually we throw on some kind of inotropy, which helps enforce or increases the squeezability of your heart. And those can be dobutamine, milrinone. I will also say you can have a normal blood pressure in cardiogenic shock. As my cardiac output drops, my SVR, or systemic vascular resistance, is going to go up as my body tries to make sure that I have an adequate blood pressure. And that works great at times, or until a certain point, where if you have a very weak heart, a weak pump pushing against a high pressure system, guess what? Your heart's just going to get weaker and weaker and weaker until you can't compensate anymore. If you want to learn more about shock, comment shock and I'll send you my free PDF.